So after Lupahuehue, we had a whole lot of motivation and we were excited to see the rest of Hawaii. So we made our way over to Akaka Falls. Definitely a lot more structured than the lookouts that we went to previously. The way we goof around is probably pretty unique to our family, and so I'm hanging out with Mom, and Mom's always crazy wherever she goes. She's always looking nuts. She walks up to the parking meter to pay for parking, and the lady comes up to me and she's like, "Excuse me, sir, do you need to pay for parking?" I was like, "Oh no, I'm with that crazy lady." She goes, like, "How dare you say that about your mother?" kind of look. She taps my mom on the shoulder and she's like, "Ma'am, is he with you?" And Mom looks at me and goes, "I've never seen him before."
The hike is a very short, easy loop. It's only about half a mile. You can go either way. They recommend going to Kahuna Falls first. The walk there is very nice. There are stairs and handrails and it's easy. We were all in a good mood.
Come on, Slowpoke!
It's not quite as tall as Akaka, but it's 400 feet, so it's still pretty big. But it's awfully far away, so it's hard to really see it. After we were done with Kahuna, we started heading over to Akaka Falls, what the place is named after, the most famous waterfalls on the island. Charlie got some really good B-roll. Now that he's getting good with his camera, we're going to switch to a more traditional vlogging camera. Now that you've learned all this stuff,
and throw it all away.
Again, another very gorgeous walk, a lot of tropical wildlife, very easy hike, if you want to call it that. They're past the entire way there.
Pagoda plants, because these little blossoms look like little pagodas. And these are big ones. And I made it all the way up those stairs. Green lizard eating a pagoda plant.
How big is it? No. When I got there, I was like, man, this is a lot more beautiful than I thought it would be. It was surprisingly nice. It was a beautiful waterfall.
It was impressive. I think it's a good way to describe it. Falls are massive, and the scenery and the presence that it has, that it bestows upon you when you gaze upon the falls. Yeah, getting really theatrical here. But
I liked it though, it's true. It deserves language that we're not smart enough to use.
Yeah, that's right. I used all my fancy words up in that sentence.
Akaka Falls was a lot of fun for us. It was better than I thought it was going to be. It was quite a pleasant surprise. It's easy, anybody could do it.
Although it is easy, there are a lot of stairs. So if you're elderly or your knees don't work so great, maybe a little word of caution before you go there.
Oh, and for those wondering, Akaka Falls is 442 feet. So it is big too, and that definitely helps.
Okay, here's botany lesson number 3 or 4 or 5 maybe. And this is, I think, a gargantuan white ginger. So I want you to smell it. Come here. It smells really, really good. So when you get perfume that has ginger in it, that's where they get it. Yummy.
Yummy.
Now don't
very
kiss
good.
in there or anything.
So here we have the Gene Simmons plant, and if you get close enough, it'll kiss ya.
When you go to a place like Hawaii, you have the destinations that you want to see, and you have the food that you want to try and you want to eat. When researching Hawaii, one of the top things that we both wanted to eat, but Bobby especially, was this place that had the magic pineapple. And we'd seen vlogs of this place, we'd seen pictures of this place, and this crazy creation that they have where they have this pineapple and they stuff it packed with this crazy looking purple ice cream and all sorts of toppings, and
You can either get acai or dragon fruit.
one of those tropically dessert things,
And it looked enormous. So I was like, let's only get one for the 3 of us, and hopefully we'll be able to get it down.
you're looking online and you're like, oh my god, it looks incredible, and it wasn't.
It wasn't at all. Not only did we get there, and inside, definitely that Hawaii tension, it was just so awkward for
Yeah.
us. And we wanted to get this giant, beautiful dessert and get out. And then when they gave it to me, I thought it was a joke. I couldn't believe it. It looks nothing like what they advertise. I'll compare it to a shot from a vlog of somebody who went there. This is side by side. We got the same thing. It was like what, 30 bucks around there, 25 to $30. This is what we got. And not only that, it was hollow on the inside. Like they literally just wrapped it up like this. There was air and there was barely anything. At least it was comically bad.
It was comically disappointing.
Yeah, I was like, what a joke. And inside the whole time, we were it felt like we were being laughed at. It was a horrible experience. I definitely do not recommend going there. Giant disappointment.
And something to add, where we were at, I think it was the Magic Pineapple Shack. This was back in Hilo, and where we were at with the falls, more kind of out in the rural areas of Hawaii. So we're back in the main city, back in like the kind of touristy part. So I think the Hawaiian tension that we were talking about in previous videos came back in full force. I've traveled all over the world, several different countries, including France and Jamaica and Poland and Australia. It's the only place that I've been to where you can tell who the locals are just by the way they look at you, just their facial expression and their overall, just at a glance, body language that they give you and facial expressions that they give you. You know who's a local and who's not a local.
It just feels like they don't want you there. It feels like you're in a really nice house, but the owners don't want you there, and they want you to know that you're not welcome.
Yeah, and so that got even more inside the shop itself. We were sitting there in the confined area. It felt weird. Bobby and I wanted to get out of there as soon as possible.
When they gave us what they gave us, I was like,
is this a joke?
This is a joke how bad this is. Yeah. Am I being pranked right now?
Where's Ashton Kutcher? You know?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, don't go there.
No,
what a rip-off.
Not worth $30
Horrible.
for that.
We went to go eat at a restaurant. It still got appetizers and desserts. We were so hungry.
Yeah, that was true.
So anyway. So a very pleasant surprise and a giant disappointment. That day was a mixed bag in general.
It was a roller coaster of emotions.
And we have several more adventures coming up. So if you enjoyed the vlog, please consider liking and subscribing. But either way, thanks for watching.
So with a fresh breeze of air in our sails, that sounded weird.
A whole new perspective on life itself. We head on over to our next destination.
With M and Vigor.
With who?